Hi, my name is Taylor and my group members are Weston and Clayton. We are here to talk to you today about the world's largest fair, Oktoberfest, which is held annually in Germany. One fun fact about Oktoberfest is that the locals call it Die Wiesen, which comes from the name of the fairgrounds which it's held at. One really cool thing is that for Oktoberfest, it's an international event, so cultures from all over the world come to celebrate this 16-day festival. My group members are going to go ahead and talk to you about the history of Oktoberfest as well as the food and beers that are served at Oktoberfest. But before that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the original outfits and costumes that are worn at Oktoberfest. Women wear, this is kind of a picture of what women wear. They wear typically a white button-down shirt with a bustier dress on it and an apron with usually high socks and loafers, and then men typically wear this white or any colored checkered shirt with pants and suspenders with off-white socks and traditional Heffler shoes. So now I'm going to pass it over for you guys to learn a little bit about the history of Oktoberfest.
Alright guys, so the history. Alright, to kick it off, Oktoberfest finds its origins in 1810 on October 12th, which was the date of the wedding of Prince Ludwig and the Princess Therese of Saxe-Hildburghausen. This happened in Munich, Germany, and to celebrate this event, the citizens were invited to a celebration, to a festival in celebration. Then, in 1811, an agricultural show was added to promote Bavarian agriculture. In 1816, carnival booths were added and the main prizes were silver, porcelain, and jewelry. In 1819, Oktoberfest became an annual event. Since 1850, an annual parade in celebration of the wedding became an important part of Oktoberfest. Over 8,000 local citizens dressed in traditional costumes walked from Maximilian Street through the center of Munich to the fairgrounds. In 1854 and 1873, the event was canceled due to cholera epidemics. In 1892, beer was first served in glass mugs. And then in 1910, Oktoberfest celebrated its 100th anniversary, and over 120,000 liters of beer were poured. During both World War I and World War II, Oktoberfest was not celebrated. But by 1960, Oktoberfest had turned into an enormous world-famous festival. Many people overestimate their ability to handle large amounts of alcohol, and those who pass out due to intoxication are referred to as Bierleichen, which is German for beer corpses. And then finally, in 2010, Oktoberfest celebrated its 200th anniversary. All right, so that's a little bit about the history of Oktoberfest. I'm going to turn it over to Clayton, and he's going to tell you about the food and beer of Oktoberfest.
So what good festival isn't complete without some food? And first off, we have food at the market, or the Kirmes, which is like the appetizers with potato pancakes and pretzels, all that sort of thing. And like any good festival, they have to have some kind of dessert, so they tend to like donut holes or sugared almonds. And you have to have some hearty mains at any good festival, and they typically go with sauerbraten and Stecklerfish, which is grilled fish on a stick. And what's any good meal without something to wash it down with? And they are very famous for their beer. And you can only have, there's only 6 breweries that can actually serve their beer, and a couple of them are Paulaner and Lowenbrau. And because the beer mugs are so big, most people have to either hold them with 2 hands or hold them at an angle, because they're just the biggest beer glasses that you can ever have. So that's a little bit about the food and beer that they serve at Oktoberfest. And this is a very important intercultural event and festival that allows people to meet in a joyous environment, get to drink, eat, just have a jolly good time. So that's Oktoberfest in a nutshell.